Chapter 6, the full review. We're going to go over things pretty quickly and pretty briefly so that I don't waste any of your time, because it's obvious that you've made it this far that this is going to be a great fit for you. So I'm excited to share this space with you. I'm relaxing on the couch this time around. We're going to have a short conversation, review the key points about this job, and get you mentally prepared to excel at your role here at Spartan. Let's talk basics, go over how this job works one last time.
It's rewind time.
Your role is very straightforward. Set up opportunities for homeowners to learn, listen, and then take advantage of solar on their home. We, as Spartan, are an organization that just generates sales for our partners in the install and finance domains. They're the ones who are going to do all of the hands-on work. They're going to work about, the money and the finances. They're going to evaluate all of the numbers and figures. They're going to do all the crazy paperwork. We don't have anything to do except for go into a home and show people this stuff, help them get signed up. After that, our hands are free. So your job's pretty simple. Go out, knock on doors, and talk to people about solar. Get them interested, willing in having a conversation with a professional who's been doing this a long time, who loves this stuff, who knows everything there is to know about solar, and get them signed up and ready to take advantage of this wonderful technology. The technology looks something like this. It's a system that generates power for your home that you own. So you're no longer renting from the utility company. You have an asset that produces all that you need. You get to do this without spending a dime out of your pocket, Mr. Homeowner, and it's going to save you a tremendous amount of money, both now and in the future. And the government's going to pay you thousands of dollars to do it. That's the value statement, and that's what we're offering people in their homes. Your job on the doors, though, is a lot easier than even that. It's just telling them that this thing exists and they got to talk to somebody ASAP about it. The work week usually looks something like this. A couple days on, usually 5, with 2 days off in any given office. The work hours are pretty straightforward. In the afternoon, early afternoon, you're going to be having a conversation with your team. You'll be meeting up. You'll be going over turf and territory. And then, as your own boss, you're deciding when you're getting out there and working. Now, do this in keeping with what your leaders and managers want from you guys. Maintain proper communication with your team members. Make sure that you're being a part of the team and working effectively, and you'll be just fine. Nobody's going to bat an eye. But you're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have to be diligent. You can't get in your own head because it's difficult to do this job. And you need to make sure that you're holding yourself accountable and to the standard of success that you need to see in order to find it. A lot of people, though, they think that they're just fine on being their own boss. They don't need to be told what to do. But then when they start this job, they never get outside and actually do it. With all of that being outlined, we uncovered a number of those barriers to entry for success. These are things that you need to obliterate, which I'm confident that all of you can do, in order to find success here at Spartan. And the first is to work with integrity. Whether we're on the doors or in the home proposing, in our paper and pen in front of people, we're not lying. We're not here to scam people. We're not here to subvert their expectations, give them something that's improper or not tooled correctly. We're not just trying to take money from people. We're actually trying to offer a service. If you can't do that, don't work here.
Stop it. Get some help.
The second is that pay naturally is irregular due to the scale of how it works, that it's pure commission. It's going to be a bit risky to take on as opposed to an hourly or salary wage job. So you're going to have to get out of your own head and understand that there is a risk associated with doing full commission work. There's no ceiling, no cap to how much you can make, but the floor is 0 for a week. And so if you're working consistently, that floor won't exist because you'll always have something going through the pipes, getting you some money, but you need to be able to do that regardless of the outcomes. As your own boss, if you aren't working consistently, this job just won't work. And it's not because people aren't going to like you or whatever. It's because you're not going to have money in your bank account, and no one can succeed in doing that. There's an endless number of people who decided to get some other job on the side that's hourly wage because they were worried about, not being able to do the work and contend with an irregular paycheck. So they work like 1 hour a day tops, knocking on doors, and then spend 8 hours at some hourly job. That doesn't work for anybody, man. I'm telling you right now. And so you need to commit to this. You need to work consistently and effectively. If you do, you will see a lot of money, I guarantee it. Now, while you're out working consistently, you're going to encounter day over day over tons of negative emotion. People are going to be very rude to you for no reason. It's going to be hard to get through to them. They're going to be stupid and not paying much attention. They're going to be occupied with other things and not really care that you're there on the door. They might be angry or upset that you dared to step foot on their property. They're going to call the police. They're going to curse you out.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
All of those things happen regularly. It's a part of the job. So you have to be willing to contend with that, to interpret it properly and cope with it however you can so that you can handle it properly on the doors and be of a positive attitude every day. As long as you can do that, you're going to be all right. Following suit with that, there's a stigma to doing this job in culture and in families today where, oh, you're going out and you're being a salesman door to door. That's kind of scummy. You got to get that out of your head too, because it's totally not. This is an honorable service that we're offering, and the money you can make is ridiculous. Like I've said, I don't really care about what people say about me knocking on doors anymore because I make more money than all of them. I'm the only person I know in my friend and family group who has a Tesla or will ever have one, and I didn't even bat an eye when I got it. So you do the work diligently. You don't let some stupid stigma or cultural position get to your head. It has nothing to do with you. Do your job properly, render the service, and work hard, and their opinions are not going to matter, I promise. Now, if you can't hold a conversation properly with an adult, then that's something we're going to hammer through with you, not only in the next courses here when we talk about setting properly and some good tools and tips and tricks to employ the use of on the doors, but also with your team day in and day out, because your goal is just to better yourselves. So if you're stricken with a crippling social anxiety that prevents you from having conversations now, as long as you're willing to grow through that and make it happen, in a few weeks, you'll probably be just as successful as anybody else. Which leads to an important reminder that we just covered in our last section about pay. You may not get paid day one. If you're really, really solid and you do a great job, you may see $1,000, $2,000 in your first 2 weeks because that M1 hits in the next week. Great job for it. But it may be difficult for you to get money going right off the bat. So it's very important to take personal stock of your financial situation and square your head so that you know over this month, you may not have much income, but you're setting yourself up for a permanent, successful future. If you can do that, I guarantee you'll be just fine. I thank you for your time spent with me and going through the stuff that will set you up for success in the future, evaluating how sales works, how solar works as an industry, and what Spartan's trying to do in that position, how you can succeed and grow yourself as an individual through this opportunity here at Spartan, and what we'll be expecting from you over the next few weeks. It's something like this. Get in touch and be on the same page with your local leadership. Show up to meetings and be a part of the team. Build the culture, don't detract from it, and work consistently. If you do those things, you'll be making more money in 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, than a lot of your friends and family who work 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. It's incredible what this opportunity looks like. And with that being said, if you're the type of person who can go above and beyond, you can make 6 figures in a month, working 6, 7, 8, 9 hours a day, 5, 6, 7 days a week, every week. There's more money here than there is anywhere else in the world. And we're excited to share that with you, and I'm excited to see what happens. If you have any questions, concerns, comments about these courses or about the job and how to be successful into the future, here's a bit of my personal contact information here at the organization. Please feel free to reach out and ask any questions, voice any concerns, or if you need any help on anything, I'm always available. That being said, I shouldn't be your first option because you have perfectly capable local leadership in your teams and in the organization who can help you out, but I'm always here. Thank you tremendously, genuinely, for giving me the opportunity to teach you a couple things. I hope that it was useful, and I look forward to seeing all of you find success here at Spartan.